I made a commitment this year to stick to fewer grinds and try not to get so many to where some get left on the back burner, and here we are once again on Silver Ridge Peaks despite the fact that we have not had a single level 9 on this grind when we are hundreds of kills in. We have to keep up with it to hopefully end up completing the goal, and really if you don't know what the goal is on this grind, essentially a diamond black fur type, or I think I would take any rare, at least any rare gold, because we do have a max score dark fur type, and I'm not even sure what I would do at that point because I at this point have at least one diamond of every species displayed in the lodge. Multiple black bear displays, I don't have room to do the full body mounts, but black bears don't look that bad on the wall, so that might be kind of the approach. But a level 5 to start with over there, and hopefully we can kind of keep making progress today. And by the way, you may have noticed that for that particular shot we used the 338 Championship Edition. I decided to bring that. We've had pretty good luck using it so far, and the main kind of grinding weapon, at least anytime where there are multiple male black bears, is going to be the 300. But just for maybe a little additional luck, because most grinds that require a level 9 we don't tend to do that well on, so I'm hoping that maybe kind of shifts things in our favor. And perhaps a good sign, we have a level 6 at a lake that I've not really seen a male bear at for a while now. And honestly, I think the last time that we did a video on this was a couple of weeks ago. What just happened? Alright, well clearly that's not going to fire if there's no rounds in it. Why did we not hit that bear? That shot is not going to be good enough. I don't understand what kept that shot from impacting. He is just finding a way to avoid every shot somehow, even though he keeps on slowing down. Alright, he's dead, so we can maybe find out, like, there's no rocks there. Unless, could we have hit the side of the tower? That was absolutely bizarre. There's another one. The 338 is not loaded, so it may have been bad to switch. Fortunately, he didn't start sprinting. This is a strange start to what is hopefully going to be a different kind of run. It's nice to see a couple of males here. I really have no clue what just happened. Silver on that one. The shot seemed to work as normal with the 338. I don't know if we'll ever know for sure, but I definitely want to check the hit info. So, we actually ended up with a silver because we got a lung shot on that follow-up. The first shot was, I don't even know where, in the neck kind of, and no hit from the 338. I guess I'll try to slow-mo that and see what happened in editing, because to me, there's no reason that should have missed. If there's one kind of silver lining to seeing this many level 6s already, it's that our last couple of hunts, we saw mostly 4s and 5s, so I'm hoping at least that's a good sign. And once again, 338 did fine on that shot, so I still have no idea what to make of that last one. So, third level 6 already, hopefully at third time's a charm to make gold. And this one is at 19.9. Now, he is a dusky fur type, but again, it really doesn't matter what the fur types are until we see a 9, or of course, like I said, if we can find a rare. Now, I think it's just cinnamon and blonde. For the rares now, I don't think there is a brown fur type anymore, but those may be considered rares as well. I'm not even sure how all that is working. I've not seen a brown posted anywhere in the community, but I think we've just got these two lakes here, like kind of in the plains area, and then the run starts to get a little simpler, I would say. And a lot has happened since the last time that we did a video on this. I think we streamed it once, and I've done a number of runs just in my free time, but this lake here was one that I really thought may be an important part of this run. It's this skinny little lake over here that we just talked about, and there are once again a lot of males, but much like the last time, none are all that interesting. A couple of 5s and a 4. We'll still go ahead and try to take them out, this time with the 300, as long as he doesn't kind of look to the side. We had that happen in a recent hunt for them. But yeah, there are a number of tents that are in different places now than the last video or stream. And we'll see kind of what the impact that has been up here in the two fawns area once we clear some of that pressure. But 3 males down, and I would not be shocked if there's another hiding in here somewhere that maybe hasn't gotten into its zone yet, or could be hidden in the reeds even. But for now, we have one at level 5 dark fur type, and now one of what I expected to see coming straight out of the reeds, another 5. And I think another dark fur type as well, but that makes 4 bears at this lake, and none of them above that 5. So, talked at the beginning about seeing a bunch of 6s and figuring that may be a good sign. I think this lake pretty well balanced it out back to what we're used to seeing. So then quickly to wrap up this lake, we had our level 4, which at least was the black fur type, and our other level 5, which I'm guessing probably was not, given the odds of what we've seen, and it kind of looks dusky to me. That is the black fur type as well. I guess nice to see a couple of them in a row. But now we get to see one of the kind of newer things to this grind, and quite honestly, I don't have a clue why it hadn't been a part of it before. We've got a lot of Rocky Mountain elk drinking, and I've been trying to get as many as I can. There was a recent hunt on Silver Ridge Peaks, and it may have been the one where we got the melanistic mountain goat, but I was talking about, it seems like light gray Rocky Mountain elk are more common now than they ever have been, and I really want to get more light gray diamonds. So, as we're just kind of out here anyway, I figure we might as well take the bull elk when we can, and try to get some of those respawns along the way as we are shooting our bears. But again, we've been doing the black bear grind for a long time, and it just naturally goes into Rocky Mountain elk drink time. So maybe the timing was off as for when we went to lakes where elk were also drinking, but we basically never shot any, and since I've started kind of doing the route in a different way, there's probably 50 to 75 elk that have hit the ground as well. And I guess not only is there a chance for, you know, more diamond elk, we don't have any rare Rocky Mountain elk displayed, by the way. Another gold level 6 black bear, this time with the black fur type. But just most of the rare Rockies that we've shot have been just uneven or not that big, and we've never had a decent albino at all, so again, something to maybe work towards and maybe a future grind. It's kind of, you know, a grind at the moment, but sort of a secondary one, just bonus kills when they kind of give us the opportunity. While it's still fairly light out, I wanted to show you guys what this Two Fawns Lake looks like now. By the way, a level 2 black bear, talk about balancing out all these 6s we've seen, but we'll take care of that in just a minute. As we continue to move over here, you're going to see more and more female black bears just spawning. There's even a male there. Okay, I don't know what that's about because I've not shot any females over here. That we will try to take. Of course, he's level 4, so not exactly the most special kill, but I guess that's a good reason to continue to check as we do this. But yeah, there's mostly just a ton of female bears, and this is basically what happens. The mountain lions are there too, and they just go aggressive, and it's kind of entertaining to watch. But at some point, I think it may have been on the last stream that we hunted these guys, we deleted a zone, and that is the result. All the female black bears were over where that 2 is, and now it's a whole lot more of a mess to try to deal with. And I mean, this stuff just kind of runs around. We're going to try to avoid all that mess and go and get our 4. But also, there have been some bull elk up here. There's one there. I mean, we're kind of heading over that way anyway. Just depends what he's going to do, because he's fleeing from all the mountain lions. They, of course, just kind of stand still. But that shot should be enough to get a vital and net us one more kill here. And then we can grab our level 4 bear, left lung shot on that 17 scoring dark fur type. And the elk I thought was right in here somewhere. I don't see any blood, but we saw the health start to go down, so he's got to be in this area. In the meantime, another bear has spawned as we're kind of getting away from that side. I actually haven't done it this way yet. I've been fast traveling over to the other side. This might be better because you start to deal with the bears going alert due to mountain lions over there. I didn't realize how well you could see if you just run up this way. I like that that happens, like in these videos or streams. There's our elk, by the way. I didn't know he got down into the water. But we'll kind of randomly just discover a new way to hunt, or like a new tactic for a grind that we're doing. And it can help a lot in the long run. There's a bunch of male bears spawning over there. I feel like I've been missing out on some of these opportunities. We'll see if we can manage to get, well, actually, maybe we better quit. I don't want to delete another zone and end up with what we already have going on up in this area, and a bunch of lows, of course. Again, I do want to go and get that too. And I think we dropped 2 or 3 over in that area, including a 7. I don't even have a clue what's what here. That was a level 6. That was the one that was aggressive when we shot it, actually. It just didn't start to run anywhere. But to get back to my point, I mean, we saw all those male bears here. I'm a little bit afraid that maybe we deleted the zone. It's possible that I hadn't discovered it, so I don't know if there's too much hunting pressure there. But if there's not, and if the male bears continue to spawn here, as we have a dusky gold with that 7, a well-placed tripod could make that side kind of the way to go here. And look at that. I mean, all these female bears that we hadn't gotten far enough away from that have now spawned in. That's kind of what happens, and it was nice when they were all tucked into that one area where it wasn't an issue, but now here we are kind of dealing with that. So there's a 2 over here to grab, and we may still see some male bears spawn in, like, kind of in the area that we were standing. If there are, though, I'm not seeing any of them. So, on the bright side, we don't have to go back over there and claim stuff. And also a 14 score, under 80 kg male black bear. I don't know what minimum score for them is. I think it would have to be lower because this weight isn't like a 0.00 or a 0.50. Generally, that's a good indication that you may have a minimum, so I guess we won't tax them. There have been a number of level 2s on this grind, so going to assume we will run into more, but we've gone through the main areas that I like to go. We'll probably check these lakes in case. Sometimes there's males, sometimes there's not, but they're not really worth passing up just in case. Again, it's a good sign. I mean, level 5 is nothing special for black bear, and it's not even gonna have a chance at gold, but to get a male here is a good thing. I mean, I've not had a male here in a while, and it's nice to see them continue to spawn here, and honestly nice to know that we need to continue to check these areas, because at some point, if no males spawn, wow, another 2, okay. If no males spawn, you start to feel like, you know, it's no longer worth checking the spot, and this is kind of what happens. An area like this will get a couple of male spawns. Maybe I won't check the area for a bunch of runs because it starts to get dark, or, you know, for whatever reason, get distracted by elk even. There's a 7 over there too. So, I mean, there were plenty of males, and I would mostly chalk that up to not having checked the spot for a number of runs in a row. Now, I don't know, especially because he's a 7, I would like to try to make a good shot and get the gold. Wouldn't be shocked if he's going to stand on his hind legs. He did go to nervous there. That, of course, is the 3, so where did he actually get to? I think we're going to need the 22, and it is definitely starting to get dark on us. But let's actually go back to the 300 here for the sake of getting the shot off more quickly. Straight through the heart, I think. And 3 male bears down here. Now, I think they drink till like 8 p.m., so we should have time to go and check that lake. I'm really glad we came down here, though. I mean, not only for the level 7 that will definitely make gold, and the level 2 for another shot at a Hall of Shame bear, but just the confidence to keep checking here. And I think actually we'll end up with gold, silver, and bronze, because that 2 is definitely not going to make silver. Our 5, of course, did, and there's another 5 over there. Clearly it was nervous. I would say the most likely reason for that is it was probably kind of over on this side and we spooked it with the shots and didn't see it. But 4 male bears. That's fantastic news. I think it's fairly well documented at this point, as we've got a gold there for our level 7 Dusky Fur type again, by the way. But the fact that I really do not enjoy hunting at night is, I mean, I've said it in so many videos and so many streams, but definitely it's made easier by seeing like a confidence booster like this. And there may be more over at the other lake that we have yet to check. So one of these is our 5, that is that guy, another Dusky, and then another level 2 for this hunt. Black fur type again, and 13.5. 10 kg lower. So what's minimum then? Maybe 65? Or potentially 60? I think we'll look for bears in that range as we continue this grind. So again, I'm not going to tax this because I assume we can do better or do worse, depending on how you want to quantify that, but we'll get on to what I think is the last lake as long as we're not forgetting anything. And it is officially dark now that we passed 1900, but at least there's just one spot to check. Bit of a downer here, literally nothing at all at this lake. Kinda rains on the parade of seeing all those males at the last spot, but I'm still quite optimistic going forward having seen that, and you know, especially if we can get the Red Deer Great One grind done at any point in the near future, we're gonna have a lot of time that we can put into this. Max weight light gray elk. Alright, just for the heck of it, because he almost certainly drinks here, let's reset the time and see if we can get him. I really wonder if that's a respawn from anything that we've been working on thus far. After that, we will continue with the wrap-up process. Well, I think that's him, and I also think that a mountain lion is attempting to spook him, so we'll take a long shot. Should also be a long shot, and at least we're going to get him down and have a respawn for next time, so I'd say it was worth the quick run down here. That actually allows us to end in daylight instead of running around in the dark with a flashlight on. I like that a lot better as a way to wrap up. I mean, we came to that last lake and there was just nothing. Even though he's on the lower end for sure of what a max weighted elk could be, he's actually got a kind of neat brow tine there for one. And just to kill a gold animal of any kind, at that last lake, it's a much better ending to what was a pretty good hunt. I mean, not only did we get a good number of bears, the progress in kind of changing that route a little bit, we're probably going to put a tripod up to assist with that lake in the Two Fawns area. And I think we'll be in good shape going forward. We just need to get a couple of knives to hopefully spawn, or like a set of rare, and we'd be happy with that. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.